So one of the things that may seem like how do you pull it all together is where does AI and robots fit in this sort of sustainable energy picture? Like is that just like some weird side project or what? Um, but it's because what we're really aiming for here is maybe a better way to think of it rather than sustainable energy is sustainable abundance for all. So if you think about like what is the future that would what's the most exciting future that you could possibly imagine? Like what does that future look like? It's worth thinking about that. Just think just imagine a future. What does that amazing future look like? How about a future where you can have any good or service you want at will? A future of abundance for all, where really anyone can have anything. It sounds impossible. It sounds like surely such a thing cannot be the case. But what I'm here to tell you is that that will indeed be the case. That the future we're headed for is one where you can literally just have anything you want. Like, if there's a good or service you want, you'll be able to have it, and ultimately everyone in the world will be able to have anything they want. What's key to that is robotics and AI. So once you have self-driving cars and you have autonomous humanoid robots, where everyone can have their own personal C-3PO and R2-D2, but even better than that, that's Optimus. You can imagine like your own personal robot buddy that is a great friend, but also takes care of your house. We'll clean your house, we'll mow the lawn, we'll walk the dog, we'll teach your kids, we'll babysit, and we'll also enable the production of goods and services basically with no limit. And when you combine that with sustainable energy from the sun and batteries, we can also, at the same time, also maintain a great environment. So that, I think, is the future that we want. A future where nobody's in need. You can have what you want, and we still have nature. We still have, the beautiful parts of nature that we like. I think that's probably the best future. What other future would you want? I think that's like the cool future. And also space travel, let's not forget that. So if you can have basically anything you want and travel to space and go to Mars, and that's about as good as it gets. It's like, that's it. So that's really what we're trying to do is take the set of actions most likely to lead to a great future for all. So that's what I mean by sustainable abundance. The combination of things that we're making with Optimus and AI compute will achieve an age of abundance for all. Like actually. So the new Optimus 22 degree of freedom hand and forearm is now in production. And it's learning to walk and catch balls. It's pretty cool. I mean, look, that's where we came from. It's wild. So in a very short period of time, Optimus has gone from being an idea to the most sophisticated humanoid robot on Earth. There's nothing even close to the level of sophistication of Optimus, and Tesla has some important missing ingredients that others don't have, which is our robot has a real brain. It's like the Wizard of Oz, Tin Man. Was that a heart or a brain? One of the two. So it's got the real world AI. So Tesla's the leader in real world AI. What we learned in the car, we translate to the Optimus robot. And we also take our expertise in electric motors, in batteries, power electronics, structural design, and then another major important thing is that we're very good at manufacturing. So in order for robots to be useful, they have to be intelligent. They have to be able to do useful things just by asking, and you have to be able to make a large number of them at an affordable price. This is what we can do. We have the only company with all the ingredients for making intelligent humanoid robots at scale is Tesla. This is a super big deal. Like my prediction is that on this front is that Optimus will be the biggest product of all time by far. Nothing will even be close. I think it'll be 10 times bigger than the next biggest product ever made. Like that level. So. Yeah. All right, so with that, anybody have any questions?
Hi, Elon. I've been with Tesla for the last 8 years.
Cool.
It has been the most exhilarating 8 years of my career, and truly want to thank you for your leadership. I also have two little...
Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you. Thank you for your leadership. I also have 2 little girls who spend their weekends cruising around in their very awesome Cybertruck.
Cool.
I'd love to know when we can add Optimus to the family.
Oh yeah, it's a good question. So this year we hopefully will be able to make about 5,000 Optimus robots. We're technically we're aiming for enough parts to make 10,000, maybe 12,000. But since it's a totally new product with totally new, like everything is totally new, I'll say like we're succeeding if we get to half of the 10,000. Now, but even 5,000 robots, that's the size of a Roman legion, FYI, which is like a little scary thought, like a whole legion of robots. I'd be like, whoa, okay. But I think we'll literally build a legion, at least one legion of robots this year. And then probably 10 legions next year. And I don't know, it's kind of a cool unit, units of legion. So probably 50,000-ish next year. And then it's probably I'm hopefully ready for Optimus to be used outside of Tesla-controlled environment, or maybe around the middle of next year, second half of next year sometime. So I think that sounds about right. Probably second half of next year is when they'll be available. And then we will offer Optimus robots first to Tesla employees. So you guys get the priority. There are some pluses and minuses to that, because it's probably have a few bugs, but it's going to be very cool. You'll want to invite your friends over and say, check this out. You say, will the robot take your job or what? That's a fair question. Well, so yeah, like is a robot going to come steal your job? A reasonable question. I think what we'll find with the robots is that there'll be a ratio of people to robots. So you'll effectively end up managing a group of robots. So you'll have like basically, I don't know, your flock or your little group of robots that you take care of, and you tell them what to do. And I don't know, you'll have a little pack of robots basically. Yeah, you're promoted to manager. One way to think of it. I think the same thing will be true of cars. Like, so for the self-driving cars, is that people that are, say, Uber drivers today or something like that, or taxi drivers today, will end up managing a fleet of cars, and that'll be a much more effective use of their time. Just taking care of like 10, 20 cars or however many they can take care of. So yeah. So we're in phase 3 of the master plan, since master plan 1 and 2 have been completed. Now master plan part 3 is a very long master plan because it's basically making all energy on Earth sustainable. And I actually need to supplement it with the sort of abundance for all. Maybe that's master plan 4. I've kind of described master plan 4 essentially, which is like autonomous cars, autonomous humanoid robots. You combine that with like solar and battery storage, and I think the future is going to be incredible. So, well, there are actually some Optimus robots being built in Fremont right now. So we'll. Not sure what that was, but. But we expect to have an Optimus production line here as well. So there'll be Optimus production starting in the Bay Area, and then we'll have the even bigger Optimus production line here in Austin. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of robots. So, I mean, ultimately, I think we'll be making tens of millions of robots a year type of thing. It's like serious volume. Maybe 100 million robots a year.